As we do each and every Wednesday at this time, we connect with Michelle Ownbey. She is the publisher of the Springfield Business Journal to get an idea of what's going on in and around the Springfield business community. Michelle, thanks for taking time with us. And let's go ahead and start it off with a planned retirement for a business owner, which means that business is going to be closing its doors here soon. What's going on? Good morning.
Good morning, Greg. Yes, and it's a third-generation family business, Madison Furniture Company over there at South Grand and 11th Street in what's known as the Southtown area. Current owner Court Dickinson has been involved. He says he's been involved in the business a little over 60 years now. Started working in the family business when he was 13. It was founded by his grandparents back in the 1930s, and his mother later became the manager before he eventually took over. And even though his sister and two adult children all help out, he says they have other full-time jobs, and between COVID and inflation and all the things going on, he said it's not really a great time to be in the retail business. So they just made the decision to wrap things up. They don't have a specific closing date at this point. They're selling off the remaining inventory. He has already made plans to sell his building to the adjacent property owner, which is the Springfield project. You may remember that last year, the Springfield City Council had approved some funds to allow the Springfield project to purchase that former beauty supply store. And they've turned that into a social innovation center focused on minority entrepreneurs and have some big plans for future expansion. So now they will have that option with the acquisition of the nearby building.
Moving with other business in the Springfield area, of course, we've got Abraham Lincoln Capital Airport celebrating 75 years, but it looks like the competition is tough in and around the area. Tell us what's going on with the latest in air service for the Springfield community.
Yeah, we actually broke this news over the weekend, and a lot of folks were disappointed to learn that United Airlines is pulling out of Springfield as of June 1st. Of course, American Airlines had already announced that they were going to stop their nonstop flight to Dallas, also effective June 1st. So at that point, it will leave Springfield with two routes. American will still have flights to Chicago, to O'Hare, and then, of course, we've got Allegiant Airlines, which is a discount carrier that has seasonal flights to Fort Myers, Florida. So both the mayor and Mike Murphy with the Chamber of Commerce expressed optimism that United might come back at some point, but as you said, it's a very tough market. I didn't realize this, but there's actually a big shortage of airline pilots, like a lot of other industries. They've had some shakeups during COVID, a lot of people getting out of the industry. They've increased the training requirements for pilots, which makes younger people less likely to pursue that as a profession. So they're also looking at some ways to get more pilots trained and up and running so that there's additional options. But all the airlines are struggling with these shortages and kind of have to pick and choose their most profitable markets.
Yeah, and where there's a lot of activity, I would imagine, as well. You mentioned Mike Murphy, the Greater Springfield Chamber of Commerce, obviously busy, but they've got a job fair coming up. Tell us about it.
Yes, in fact, that is today from 4 to 6 at the Crown Plaza. This is their annual spring job fair, and it's a wide variety of jobs, not just full-time, but also part-time and seasonal positions. Everything from entry level to more with experience required. So something for everybody, whether you're already in the job market and just looking to take a step up, or maybe you've got a high school or college student looking to get started. You'll definitely want to stop by the job fair tonight and chat with some of the employers on hand.
Well, finally here, Michelle, tell us about the April issue of the Springfield Business Journal. As the publisher of the SBJ, you've got intimate knowledge of what to expect. So what can we expect, and how can we get our hands on it?
Yes, the new issue actually comes out today. The April issue focuses on nonprofits and education. We've got Josh Sabo on the cover. Of course, he's been in the news a lot lately because of his role with the Heartland Continuum of Care and all the good work they're doing trying to address the homelessness issue in Springfield. Also have a profile on Sister Catherine, who is set to retire at the end of this school year from SHG, and for the first time, the search is underway for a replacement, but it appears that for the first time a layperson will be taking over that role. But we talked to Sister Catherine about some of her reflections on how things have changed during her tenure. So you'll definitely want to be able to pick up a copy of that issue, and you can go to the Springfield Business Journal website if you want to get signed up and make sure you don't miss out on any future editions.
So make that happen. Michelle Ownbey, the publisher of the Springfield Business Journal, appreciate you each and every week giving us what to expect in and around the Springfield business community. Be careful, okay?
All right. Thanks, Greg.
It is Springfield's